Coin collectors, and welcome to another joint video between the United Kingdom Coin World channel and the DC Coin World Coin channel. And as you can see, we have two coins here that look virtually identical. This one on the left, of course, has some beautiful toning, and look at the colors that come forth in that. This says Elizabeth II, Dea Gratia, Regina, FD, and then there's this cross at the top, and we see that it's the Mary Gillick first portrait of Queen Elizabeth II with the kind of laurel or laureate wreath hair and the ribbons coming out the back. And then if we look at this one, we see the same thing. Elizabeth II, Dea Gratia, Regina, FD, again the cross at the top, again the laureate Mary Gillick portrait. But these two coins, while they look the same on the face, are very, very, very different coins. And so let's take a look and see what's different about them. We see the same pearled or dotted inner rim all the way around both of them. We see the smooth edge on both, But now let's do the change. And there we go. This, of course, and we knew this just looking at it, right? This is a halfpenny from Great Britain from 1964. And if we look way down in here, we see Thomas Humphrey Paget's HP there. And we see the ship. It says halfpenny at the top, 1964 here, and this geared outer rim. Let's turn the other one over and see what we see there. Well, there you go. This is an Australia halfpenny. Same size, same weight, same color, same metal, not the same back. Australia, halfpenny. Here's the year 1964, same year. And then over here we see it's not Thomas Humphrey Paget HP, it's KG for George Kruger Gray. And then we see the star here. And then on the back of this one, we also see a dot right here. Now, if you have a dot on the back of an Australian coin, that means it's made at the Perth Mint, Perth. If there's no dot, it's the Melbourne Mint. And what a beautiful, I mean, they're both really beautiful coins. Look at the toning on this one again. We just got this one, and I just loved it when I looked at it to see the exact same size. And if you're not sure, I can stand them right up next to each other. You see that it's exactly the same weight. We put them on top of each other. We see that they have exactly the same lettering on them. And the image of Queen Elizabeth is exactly the same Mary Gillick first portrait. However, this one here is worth a little bit more. There are no halfpennies, and of course Great Britain hasn't made any halfpennies technically since 1970, but of course, even though Great Britain stopped making the halfpenny in 1970, they didn't really make any after 1967. The 1970 Great Britain halfpennies were all proof coins. So 1967 was the last year they made them. In 1964, they made 78.5 million of these ones right here. So this, oops, I mixed them up, of these ones right here. So 78.5 million of these were made in Great Britain. And in Australia, they made 18.23 million of these. So between the two of them, they made about 96 million. This, however, was the last ever halfpenny from Australia. 1964 was the last year they made the halfpenny in Australia. 1964 was not the last year they made the halfpenny in the United Kingdom. And there's a couple reasons for that. And the first of those is that Australia went to the away from the pound system to the decimalized system earlier than Great Britain did. So by 1966, Australia had 100 pennies to the pound, whereas Great Britain, until 1971, still had 240 pennies to the pound, or 480 halfpennies. When Australia went to the decimalized system, they didn't bring a halfpenny with them. So in 1964, this is the end of them. They made this particular one from 1959 to 1964, and this of course, this one from Great Britain was made from 1954 until 1970. Well, that's all we have. Just two just beautiful coins, the reverses especially, the Kruger Gray and the Humphrey Paget reverses, just magnificent on these coins. All right, that's all we have today from the joint video from the United Kingdom Coin World channel and the DC Coin World coin channel.